welcome to Walking Movies. I'm Nick, and you might look at this and say, why are you wearing a t-shirt in the middle of winter? And to that I say, it's actually still summer. It's British summertime. It's just really wet, grey and miserable. So I wear my rain hat. So, yeah, I understand the confusion, but actually it's not what you think it is. But I am, of course, on my way to the cinema, and today it's a turn for me to see Blink Twice, the directorial debut of Zoe Kravitz, who is the daughter of Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz, and most recently seen in The Batman as Catwoman. So this is her feature debut as a director, and I've seen one trailer for this film. It looked a little bit glass oniony. The sequel to Knives Out, like it looks like a bit of a murder mystery, or certainly a kind of crime thriller thing going on. I'm not entirely sure. Channing Tatum, easy for me to say, is in this film, and it's got an ensemble cast. And I thought, well, this looks interesting, and I looked at what was on this week at the cinema. There's Cuckoo that I want to see, and The Crow remake, which I don't really want to see, but I'm going to go and see anyway. But this was the most convenient start time for me today, so this is what I've gone with. And I'm looking forward to it. Like, I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen any reviews. Literally just come out a day ago. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what she does in her directorial debut, because I like her as an actress, and yeah, I like these type of films. He says not knowing exactly what film he's walking into, but you know what I mean. Films that have a bit of a thriller element to them. So, I will tell you what I thought about Blink Twice right after this. Before I start with this review, you see this puddle here, this dip. I was standing on the pavement here and I got beeped off by a Tesla driver because apparently that was too big a hole for a Tesla to get through. Jesus Christ. Well, it's raining again as I've left the cinema, and yeah, Blink Twice. Wow, what a film. It's not what you think it is, or it certainly wasn't what I thought it was anyway. I thought it was like a kind of glass onion murder mystery, stuff happens on an island. To an extent that is kind of true, but the way it's done is completely different. Zoe Kravitz has made a very strong debut, and I'm kind of a bit shell-shocked after watching it. And I've had to go and check what other people thought of the ending, because wow, it's going to be something debated for a long time. It reminded me in some ways of Promising Young Woman, Emerald Fennell's debut film, in that it's a really interesting, twisting tale with a sting at the end. And that's what you get with Blink Twice. The cast is great. It's shot really well. Obviously I mentioned Channing Tatum, but there's a lot of people I didn't expect to be in this film. You don't see in films very often nowadays as well. But it's a really interesting film, and I recommend it, but it's disturbing. And there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the film, which is really interesting because of the subject matter of the film and how people might find it disturbing. And yeah, I can see why, but it's kind of left me really questioning how the film ended and how much I liked it or I agreed with it. It's going to be a film that is going to have people talking for a long time, I think. In terms of a score, I'm going to give it an 8. I think it's a very, very strong debut, really unlike a lot of films that I've seen recently. And as I said, I think it's going to be a film that people are going to look and discuss for years to come about, not just the story of the film, but also the the ending of the film and people's thoughts on it. It's really, you know, it's not often I leave the cinema and I kind of debate a film as much as I have with this one, but it's really, really strong. Should you go and see it at the cinema? I think so. I think it's worth your money. It was quite a packed screening for a Saturday afternoon, actually. And I tried to see it last night and I couldn't get a seat because the only ones left were like, too close to the screen for me to go to. So it looks like it's doing quite well, at least at my local cinema. And I hope it does. I hope it does do that. Channing Tatum in this film is incredible. It couldn't be any more different than the other film appearance he had this year. But he really showed his acting chops in this one. And yeah, I mean, everyone in the cast was really good, but he really stood out to me. I was very surprised by his performance, and yeah, he was my biggest takeaway. But yeah, it's a good film. It's a hard film, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and enjoying's probably the wrong word for a film like this, but I'm really glad I saw it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Just don't go in expecting Glass Onion or Knives Out, because it's not really that at all. But yeah, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I'll be back with some more very soon. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's the easiest way of getting the newest videos when they're out. And until next time, remember that Flynn lives.